Hello, everyone. I am here from MindBody TV. Welcome. I'm Dr. Kim Duramo. I am going to be sharing today about, I guess really we just say personal power. Are you ready to be the author of your life? For those of you who don't know me, I'm a physician sharing about mind-body medicine, how your body heals itself, how your mind and body are connected, how you can activate that manifestation of healing, of creation in your life, of prosperity. We're meant to live in prosperity and really release all the blockages that are keeping anything else in place, like really keeping the fullest manifestation from happening. I've seen absolutely amazing things in my life, in the lives of people I've worked with, who've either suffered with severe diseases, autoimmune illness, cancer, pain syndromes, fatigue, anxiety, depression, or just people who realize I want to be a conscious creator. I want to intentionally create my life. And this is something that's available to us all. And so today, with this this topic about, are you ready to be the author in your life? Are you ready to be in creatorship? It's really about asking yourself, do I want to live my life intentionally? Do I want to create my heart's highest desires? And I think for everybody watching this broadcast, that's going to be yes on some level. But what it takes is actually a lot of courage to step out of the programming that says we can't have it. That's not how this works. That's too good to be true. I'm doing it wrong. I need to do it right. Or, oh yeah, I want it, but I don't know how, because we don't need to know how. So there's so much programming. And when we're ready to move beyond that, we really can allow everything to be created. We are already creating our lives. You are already creating your life. It's just usually we're doing it from unconscious programmings. So in this broadcast today, I hope to assist you in stepping into something so much higher. And I'll share some resources for how to do that. So where are you tuning in from? I would love to hear. And hello to everybody in YouTube. Be sure you're subscribed if you would like to stay tuned for my broadcast. I also am about to put something in YouTube in the next day or so from an amazing private session that I just did, where we really assisted in unhooking from the conditional world, unhooking from where my well-being is conditioned, or where I'm like a ping pong ball. If this happens, then I feel good. If this doesn't happen, oh no. And my well-being is totally conditioned outside of me. This was a really, really powerful session. I'm excited to share it. So be sure you're subscribed in YouTube. We'll be posting that very soon. Hello to everybody in the MindBody community in Facebook. All right, so we have Mankton from New Brunswick, Canada, Claudia from Atlanta, Julia from New Zealand, MIC, Let's Create Life on Purpose. Yes. Malva from Sweden, love the topic. I am ready. Tanya from Serbia, awesome. Aloha. Trevor, awesome. Joanne from UK, Janelle from Oklahoma City, someone in Facebook from Slovenia, Carrie from BC. All right, lots of people coming in, so I'll just kind of welcome people as we go. Awesome. France, Sweden, Florida, South Jersey, UK. So exciting. I love our amazing international community. All right. And hello to everybody here in Instagram. It's great to have you as well. I'll look at all these comments here as we go. All right. So what does it bring up? You got to think first, where am I not in power? What does it bring up if I say you are in authorship? Authorship is creatorship. And everywhere we give authority, the power, well, you have to do this because blah, 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 or you can't do that. You got to look at I'm subconsciously giving away my power to what I'm told is true, to what is outside of me. So where are you giving power to outside authorities? Well, my job says that blah, 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 or the school system my kids are in says we have to do it this way. Because this is obviously really, really coming up in our society right now, loud and clear, front and center topic, where we give our power away. And there's nothing wrong with like outsourcing, like, well, I don't need to think about it. Let me have someone else tell me what to do. But we don't realize how we're doing this and giving it to systems, structures, or individuals that don't really have necessarily the same vision for what we want to create. So if you're ready to step outside of like what the world says is possible, what the rules and structures are, and what the limitations are, and you realize like that doesn't really feel fluid for me, what else is true? You have to pull your power back first. And let me insert a little comment here. We have the Mind Body Awakening event coming up in a couple of weeks. This is sort of last call for that, for anyone who wants to come live in Dallas. After today, we're not going to be able to accommodate more people to come. So if you do want to be there in the room, you're welcome to join me. It's at drkimd.com/Dallas. We do also have the live stream, which you can still jump in for the live stream. That is on the same page, and you can join me from the comfort of your own home. We will be going much, much deeper into activating your system into this higher consciousness, into this higher dimension for you manifesting consciously in your life and creating what it is you really want. All right, so where do you notice you're losing power? In this particular session that I just mentioned, we're going to post to YouTube. It was like, well, if my kids are doing well, I feel good, but oh, this thing happened. Oh, and then thank God it went the right way and it went okay and I feel better. And you could feel how her system was like bouncing around like a ping pong ball, especially being highly sensitive, being empathic. We feel things very intensely. It is not pleasant. Oh, sorry about that. It is not awesome when those conditions aren't met, right? Then it's like, oh no, oh good, I'm so glad it happened. Wait, I'm putting my power outside of myself. So whether you're putting your power outside of yourself for conditions, circumstances, or it's like people, right? What they say I can do, they're really the ones holding the key. I don't have power. You want to first notice that. I'm not saying, here's how you change it. We don't even need to do that. It will change for you when you begin to observe from a higher vantage point. Oh, wow. It doesn't really seem like I have power over my life. Carrie said, it sounds like the story of my life. Regina said, when it comes to eating. So where am I giving power to food, which is just pure energy, or where it usually is my ideas about food, right and wrong, good and bad, good food, bad food, healthy food, toxic food. It's all just energy. And I'm not saying go drink some arsenic and you'll be fine because you think you'll be fine. I'm saying when we neutralize the ideas we have about something like food, we get out of fear and resistance so we can tolerate everything with more fluidity. So yes, of course, you're going to still choose what feels, feels light for you. Like, I'm going to avoid gluten and this feels good. And I love eating these other things and I'm going to enjoy taking care of my body that way. But it's when it feels like work or powerlessness, like I can't eat anything that has corn in it because I'll just get so sick. Okay, so instead of being a victim to corn, how can I participate that in a different way? How can I invite more resilience in my body so I can be a little lighter with not be in like rigidity of how I'm doing my diet. So sometimes we buy into not only our ideas about food and judgments about food, but like society's ideas about food, right? But everybody knows that this is inflammatory and this is bad and we shouldn't eat this. And then sometimes we not only go on a mission with our own body, but we think like everybody should be avoiding this. So you want to look at those big things like, let me get curious and look. What am I making up about this? What am I buying into about this? Where have I given away my power and what's actually true? And it may be true that you're going to avoid corn or whatever right now, but you'll do it in lightness and harmony as opposed to rigidity and tension and stress when you get out of judgment. Social media and my image to other people. Yeah. So we give our power away. What is social media? Do they like me? Oh, they didn't like me. Oh, they do like me. Okay, I feel so good. Wow. It's conditional then. I don't just feel awesome. I feel good because this person liked me, or this person says I'm worthy, or approval seems like me has said approval. Image to other people, what other people think of me. This is a big one. You're going to lose a lot of power. As a physician, one of the things I've seen of why people get sick and don't get better is so much of their energy is outside of them, vested in these structures and trying to make them work, vested in, okay, so I'll feel better if you approve of me. So let me put my energy into whatever that needs to look like, which is kind of a never ending rat race. Right? It isn't necessarily what really feeds you and fuels you of who you want to be or what you want to do. It's how do I hit the button of now you like me? How do I hit the button of now I get approval? So then I get this like pseudo hit, a pseudo love or pseudo peace, but it's limited and it's always temporary. When I bring my power back, which we'll do a little exercise to do that, it's easy. I can give myself that well-being unconditionally all the time, no matter what. And the really cool thing about that is because my life is a manifestation of my space of being, when I bring my power back and I choose, I get to be in well-being no matter what, it will always, always create a more prosperous life. It will immediately create cellular changes, hormonal changes, electromagnetic shifts in my body. And then over time, repairing the body, repairing DNA, reversing disease. But also really interestingly, because our life is responding to our electromagnetics, it changes everything. People respond to differently. Opportunities show up where there weren't, doors had been closed. I don't know what to do. Whoa, this just came in. Cool, let me do this. Your life will change just from this shift in yourself. I live next to an industrial fan. I can hear it in my apartment. It's a trigger. Yeah, especially if you think it's a negative thing. Oh no, this noise is driving me crazy. And studies have actually shown, like, even if you have a pain, let's say someone like stepped on your foot and was a jerk, and like didn't care or like purposely harmed you, you're going to carry that pain and that sensation and the trauma that may result from it in your body in a very different way where it won't get better. But if someone, let's say someone steps on your foot, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Oh, that's terrible. I shouldn't have done that. And they really own it. And there's compassion and you're like, oh, no, it's okay. Thank you. There's love in that exchange. Your body can immediately let it go. Even if there's a physical sensation of pain, there won't be the injury and trauma. There won't be the inflammation, and the pain will not integrate into the body, meaning the neurologic changes that happen with pain don't happen. So, say you got hit by a car and you're still like pissed, this person rear-ended me. How could they do this? It actually changes the nerves and the way they sense that area. So they're going to sense more pain and carry it, and it's going to trigger you because of the emotions and the ideas that you're carrying referent to that incident. So, and so we're bringing this all back to, you hear the fan. If you look at, okay, why did life put this fan in my life, right? It wasn't a bad thing. Oh, I can't believe this freaking industry. Why do they have this thing? It's so loud, noise pollution. You're in resistance. Your experience of that sound, that noise, that trigger is going to be so much more inflammatory. But if you look at like, wait a minute, what's right about this I'm not getting? Why did life give me this gift? Because sometimes, if you're in your peace and you're in your stillness and then the dog is barking, I always just welcome it like, this is strengthening my ability to honor my well-being no matter what. And that fan might be like the barking dog, the interrupter, to invite you into greater stillness, invite you that I'm going to take everything that's happening, right, which is beyond my control, and welcome it as a gift. And now you may hear that sound and it does a very different thing to your body. Maybe it becomes soothing. Maybe it comes a reminder to say, I love you, I love you, I love you, to the one who's triggered, which is maybe the broken part, which is the abandoned self. Oh, thank you, fan. You are pointing me exactly to my abandoned self that I was abandoning, and I don't want to do that. I want to welcome and love myself. Oops. Yeah, it creates tension and stress. As soon as it comes on and it feels like it dominates my life, I feel powerless. Right. So this is what we did in the session. And I'm going to be putting it on Facebook in a day or so. Don't worry. I promise I'm sorry, not on Facebook. We'll put it on YouTube. I promise we'll get it up. So if it's like a couple days and people are emailing like, where is it? I promise we'll get on it. But it might take a couple days. So this is what happened for her, was like the pain that was happening in her body was triggering all this powerlessness. I won't be okay. I don't know what to do. So we've got to find the energy that's underneath it, because there's a reason that that fan keeps going off and showing you your powerlessness. And there's a reason for her. The pain kept coming in her legs to show her these pieces which were ready to be healed. Amy said the car accident energy is 100% relevant to exactly what I was ready to hear. Good. A Grant, I've been inviting in more possibility with what's possible and how everything is going on in the world with the infection. I have great faith that the universe has a great plan. It's true. And you can know it's true because when you feel into like, what if this is all happening for my benefit? It will feel a little lighter. You know, if you really tune in and pay attention, what if life's on my side? It will feel lighter. I'm in a constant state of worrying about everything. Yeah. So one thing to do with this, like bring it back to the body. Anything with pulling your energy back, pulling your power back, you have to bring it back to the body. Feel, sense, experience what you're actually experiencing. So what is I'm in a conscious state of worrying about everything. So thanks for Angie for bringing that up. What are you actually experiencing? Is there fluttering in your chest? Is there buzzing in your head? Is there a pit in your stomach? Find a physical for where you sense this thing you call worrying about everything. It might feel like a speeding up. So one way to tune into that is tune into your breath, because when I'm in a state of worry, it will always affect my breathing. Maybe my breathing, instead of being like a smooth in and a smooth out, is kind of like a jerky, or it's a stuck, like, whoa, I'm not really getting a full breath. So feel into the sensation and feel into the breath that goes along with this quality mentally, emotionally. So you got this mental, emotional worry, and then you're like, but I don't feel it in my body. Find the breath, because it will always reflect your mental, emotional state. So anywhere you bring it to the body that you can work with, you can sort of deal with, right? Like, whoa, I got this pit in my stomach. Oh, and it feels hard. And it feels like, give it a size. If it was a peach pit, is it a big watermelon size? What's the size? Give it a texture. Is it like squishy, or is it like really hard? Give it a temperature, give it a color. Get curious and investigate, and then breathe into that sensation. And this is how you transmute energy. The body already knows how to heal. Are you giving it what it needs to do that? Yes, even a slight irritation makes me so anxious. My body symptoms start. It needs lots of slow breathing to become normal. Why? Why is because you're holding a lot of tension in your body. And then if you're like, okay, it needs lots of slow breathing. Good. Let me give myself that. Versus, oh, why does it need so much slow breathing? Why can't I just be okay as I am? Always think of it like a child, because your nature and your system and the symptoms and whatever comes up, it's an aspect of you holding fear or holding shame or holding back. And if you approach, your nature is like a child. And if you approach it with like, what's wrong with you? I'm giving you lots of slow breathing. Why do you still need more? Do you think that's going to open the child for prosperity and love and letting in the light where there's darkness? Or do you think that's going to have the child close even more and like, and hide, so the problem is even more evasive, right? It's evading you even more. It's even more impossible. But I'm trying so hard. So you want to look at, wait a minute, how am I relating to my experience? Like this? Or softening, opening, welcoming. What do you have? What's here? Show me. You need some slow breath? Let's do that. What else? What else do you need? Because there's something else this aspect needs that might be like a big change, like let go of constantly driving your life. Let go of overwork. Let go of pushing. Like there's a way of being you're in, and it's trying to help you because it will serve you to let go of that way of being. So when we honor the symptoms and invite them, they'll point us right toward our greatest gift. When we make it a thing that's wrong, how do I make this go away? Why is it so hard? Does the opposite. Malva, for me, it's been my health. Yes, Regina, because of doing so much inside work, I just realized that it's with food. Yeah, the struggles are with food. So ideas, judgments. All right, so let's just do a little exercise right now. This is the first part of the instant elevation technique that I just love. To part of this with awareness is bringing your energy back. So the instant elevation tool is ABC: awareness, shift your breathing, conscious choice. ABC. And there is a whole program on this on my website to really go deeper with mastery of the internal healing system. Where are the controls? How do I shift and change things? How do I come into harmony? So the program goes a lot deeper and takes you through that journey. It's at drkimd.com/IEP if you are interested in starting that journey with the Instant Elevation program. But this brief piece of it here that we will do is part of A. Become aware of our internal state, right? You could even scale it 1 to 10. How fully and vibrantly alive do I feel right now? So let's just do that now. And so I would say for me, it's about an 8. And there's something, there's more. I could be really like living into this moment. Okay, that's all we do is notice, no fixing. So we're going to notice, so put your number. How vibrantly alive am I right now? 10 is like, wow, complete, total on, total vitality. And 1 is like, oh my gosh, I'm almost completely shut down. All right, so we do that first. Awareness, feel your body. So sense your body, feel your body, breathe your body. You can bring a little bit of, good, we got a 4, another 4. Bring a little bit of sensation to the body. 6. Is that the reason that this fear in the pit of my stomach and solar plexus won't go away no matter what I do? Yes. If you're trying to make it go away, what you resist persists. It's not what it needs. Good. 4s, more 4s and more 6s. Okay, now we got a 3. Okay, good. So all we're going to do now is bring our energy back. So I want you to look, good, lots of 4s over here as well, and 9s. All right, erase the chalkboard of the outer. Now what's the outer? I want you to see all the people where you're giving your power to, whether it's like authority or, but I have to do this, belief system, structures, right? Like society, school system, medical system. I can't get on an airplane. Anytime I'm saying I can't, they won't let me, they're making me, I have to. Those are like 4 catchphrases. I can't, they won't let me, they're making me do this. I have to, I have to make my kids lunches. Every time you say that or buy into that, you give away your power. I'm not going to get into the argument of like, but I do have to blah, 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 because you can keep arguing for the limitation, or you can reclaim your power. And you could choose to make your kids lunches. So there's a very different frequency. I choose to do this, or I have to do this. So I want you to look all the places outside of you, you can close your eyes, known and unknown, where you're giving your power away. Known and unknown. So whether it's like the system, society, the medical, my family, they just won't get me off the hook. They're making me do this. Your job. Okay, everything out there. And I want you to see it out there, like people, things, institutions, money, all the ways you give your power to money. And then I want you to just Look at it there. Feel the resonance of it. Maybe you feel that pit in your stomach now. You're like, oh, oh, oh. Maybe you feel like you want to throw up. Just feel what you feel. I'm looking at this. Here it is. They won't let me do this. It's because of them. You're giving away your power. So look at them out there. Look at it out there. Everything that's there. And just take a deep breath. Feel what you feel. You got to feel it to heal it. All right. And then the next piece is wipe the chalkboard of that. Wipe all the chalkboard. Blow away the chalk dust. Everything that is. And then all the energy that was in that is me, bring it back. Any of the energy that was in that, that's actually me, bring it back to the body. And if you did know how, what would that look like? Just pull it back into your body right here, right now. Feel your body. Intention is power. Intention is enough. So you could just say, I intend to bring all the power out of this that is mine back here right now in my body. Take a deep breath. Good. Now wipe the chalkboard again. Blow away the chalk dust. Good. And you can say out loud, my power is here in me now. Breathe in, let go. Now you're going to assign this power. We're going to go a lot deeper with this in the live stream, in the Mind Body Awakening event. This is just like a mini for everybody to receive. You're going to assign the power. Now feel it in your body. It might feel like a light. You might see it as a light. It might feel like energy. It may be that you just feel any heaviness that's in your body. That is actually way better than not feeling and sensing and not being aware. So it doesn't matter what you're aware of. Be aware of your body now. Breathe in and breathe out. Okay, now you can say within yourself, I choose, you could say it out loud too. I choose to let this energy create my heart's true desires. Feel the energy in you, feel your body. I choose to let this energy create my prosperous life. You are assigning it. It is up to you. I choose to let this energy create vitality and health in my body. A few more breaths. I choose to own my power. This takes courage, you guys. So you have to find love. It takes courage. Have a few breaths. I choose to let this energy create all of what I truly thrive on. Good. Buzzing. Oh, that's great, Amber. I love the chalkboard. Oh, that's awesome, Lynette. Why do I have no creative ideas or energy flowing? I want to thrive in my business, but I feel stuck with what I should be doing. So just feel the sensations. Feel the heaviness of what you're calling stuck. My mother decided to shelter instead of, how do I deal with this? So anything. How do I deal with this? How do I deal with that? Take it to the body. Take it to the body. What do I feel and sense? When my mother decided to do that, what do I feel? Do I feel anger? Bring it to the body. Breathe and sense the energy in your body. And then welcome that. I'm willing to be here now. I welcome this now. Erase the chalkboard, pull your energy back. Because if you're giving your mother energy, then when she does this or does that, you're going to feel it like, oh, good, she did this thing. Okay, now I'm happy. But it's conditional, right? What if she doesn't do that thing? What if that didn't happen? What if tomorrow she does another crazy thing? Oh, no. That you're already living in a baseline of powerlessness because you know that could happen. Tomorrow she could do this crazy thing again. So even if you have that pseudo peace, it's not peace. It's, I feel good right now. Let's make sure what happens tomorrow. It's always conditional. It's not the same as peace. It does not heal the body the way true peace does. We have to pull our energy back into ourselves to access our true power for creative manifestation, but also for true healing. It isn't the same. The body, the system can't be fooled. True peace, love, acceptance, and conditional peace, love, acceptance are a universe apart. It's like if you tell the kid, like, come on, I'll give you a candy bar. And they're like, okay, they may comply, but they're not actually open. Versus if you tell that kid, I want to hear you. I love you. I am sorry. Take as long as you need. I have no agenda. That kid will soften, because softening and love, it's their nature. When you let the body return to its nature, it will heal. When you try to manipulate and give it the candy so it does what you want, it's always temporary. And it's not actually fulfilling. Okay, great. So how was that? So use this like over and over and over and over and over. When you notice discord, wait a minute, erase the chalkboard, pull my energy back. So bring it to the body, breathe the body. What's here? What am I feeling? Ooh, whoa. When she does that thing, I feel blah, blah, blah. When this is happening in my life, I feel this tension. When that's not happening in my life and going the way I want, I feel, you don't need a word for it. Awareness. That's the first step. And then you can, thank you, Rachel. That was incredible, Kim. Thank you. So then the second piece is bring my energy back. Your true power can only happen. Your true creative potential and your true healing potential can only happen when you bring your power here now. Your body can only live in the now. It is your portal to your power. Welcome your energy back. Welcome your energy home. And then assign it. Now, it doesn't have to be specific, right? I want to create blah, 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 blah. Wait, I don't know what I want to create. I'm not sure. Let that go. Erase the chalkboard of that. Assign it. I choose to let my power create prosperity in my world. I choose to let my power heal my body. I choose to let my power open the floodgates of wealth. From a 4 to an 8. Love you and your work. Wow, synchronicity, just what I needed right now, exactly now. Thank you loads. So now check in with your number. Not for a judgment, not for it didn't work, it's supposed to go up. Just for awareness. I'm telling you, the more I practice awareness, the more power I always cultivate. And it also is, ascension, the higher I go, right, of non-attachment, self-love, peace, real peace, harmony. Malva said, since the manifestation challenge, I've done this several times per day. It takes practice, but it's really, all caps, helpful. That's awesome. We did the 5-day manifestation challenge a few weeks back. You can access that on my YouTube. It's free. Just go in there and there's a playlist for it. I am at drkimd.com. If you want to tune in more to what we are doing, the event coming up for the Mind Body Awakening will be very, very powerful. We have lots of amazing people who have joined. I'm so excited. We're live streaming it so you can watch it from home. And we'll do a lot more with this activation. It will be easy. It will be fun. Yes, there may be upheavals of old energy moving out, and we'll make plenty of space for a very safe space for that. The link for that is at drkimd.com/Dallas. We are closing the doors for coming live. So if you want to be in the room with us in Dallas, the limit for that is today, because we need to get some things handled with catering and food and things like that. If you are coming, be sure to let me know your food preferences. We're going to put an email out today. But for everyone else, live stream is an option, and we'd love to have you with that. We'll have Jessica and Alicia live on the live stream through the entire time. I will be interacting with you through them, meaning you can ask questions. They'll bring those questions up. They'll be assisting you in the live stream as well. So you will have the opportunity to communicate with us in the room as well. Does your body have to be ready for it? My body is fighting a sickness. Welcome what's happening in your body now. Your body is always, always ready to be nurtured. It's just that nurturing isn't necessarily what you think, right? Let's get out and manifest. But your body's like, wait, I'm still cultivating energy. Let's give 10 seconds more of stillness. Your body is always ready to receive what you need. So if this is nutritive to you, if this resonates with you, it will be an amazing, amazing life-altering event. I'm so excited that I have, created this and let this come in. It was something that I was inspired about several months back. I've actually been inspired for a while to have a live event, but this topic is a really powerful topic, and I know it will be. We shift reality. We're going to shift the world. We are shifting the world. Kyle Cease is having his event on the same day. So I thought that was like such a crazy synchronicity. And then he told me, I'm sorry, we're doing that. And I was like, oh, it's actually awesome. We're doing it on the same day. And I will actually be on his group tonight. For those of you who are in his Absolutely Everything Pass, I'll be a guest speaker with him tonight, and that's going to be amazing. Total awesomeness, because I love connecting with Kyle. And every time we communicate, which is usually like a back and forth, not necessarily always at the same time, meaning like, messages and stuff, it freaking blows my mind. It's awesome. So that will be absolutely amazing if you're in the Absolutely Everything. Lily said in the 5-day manifestation, day 5, I think you mentioned something could take days or hours. Do you sit with it all at once? Nope. Just sit with it now. Sit with what's now. And you can sit with it while you're going about your life, right? Part of my attention is in my body. I love you. I love you. Let's get in the car and drive. Let's go do a talk. Let's go do a thing. But I'm present to myself. So no self-abandonment, because that will kind of, it creates a lot of disruption in the body. So, but it doesn't mean I sit with it and do nothing else. I sit with it and just like, no, I've got to sit. No, you can bring yourself along with you. So let this nurture you. I love you guys. I'll be here every Wednesday at 11 a.m. Mountain Time for MindBody TV. Be subscribed, click the subscribe button and the bell if you're in YouTube, because that will make sure you're alerted with a notification when we post something and, have a video in there. We'll have that awesome private session. I don't even think I could say enough about that, because this woman is amazing and beautiful. Everyone I've worked with in the private session, they're all of them here to do something bigger. All of them are tuning into a deep calling. All of them are highly sensitive and empathic, and usually thinking it's like a wrongness or like a bad thing. I've got to like not be so sensitive, and realizing, oh my gosh, how is this a gift? How do I function with this as the most mega unthinkable gift? I am tapped into the universe. I am tapped into source energy. How can I use that to forward my life? And that is certainly what we did in this session. And she agreed that we share this one. So you can do that session with her, and we'll have that up on YouTube in the next couple of days. Beautiful. Andrea said, I can feel the lightness when I want to bring it in, but realize my lack of desire to do the laundry, clean the house, make the lunches. Well, for me, when that happens, sometimes it is that you can outsource those things. And often it's that when I go to the end result of like, having this project done, having this thing done, it feels so good. That gives me the energy to then do it. Future patterning. We're going to be doing some really fun stuff with this also in the live stream. It's one of my favorite, most powerful tools. And my kids and my husband and I are playing this a lot, where we're like, oh my God, that was the most awesome ski day ever. That was incredible. We had so much fun. Wow. We all felt great, and we did our best, and we saw friends, and we had fun. Like before we get on the mountain, right? Before we even start the ski day, or before we go have that meal. Like, I feel so good. That meal was amazing. I had my favorite food, and we had such a good time. And then we go to lunch, and it's like blowing my mind how powerfully we can create when we conjure it up and we get into the energy. So I do that all the time with like, I don't feel like doing this. And then I go to the end result. It's like, oh yeah, no, I definitely want that. I'm going to be part of creating that. And it might inspire me to call someone to help do it. It might inspire me to, wait a minute, why don't we do it this way? Or it might give me the energy to go and take the action. The point is that you follow whatever that might be. And if it's not there, never push yourself. I have to do this. No, you've got to tell yourself, you know what? It's not about getting it done. It's about me and me. It's about my connection and harmony with me. Nothing is more important than that. All right. I love you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I look forward to seeing you soon. And I'll share the link in here again. It's drkimd.com/Dallas. Even if you're going to live stream and not actually be in Dallas, that is the link to join the Mind Body Awakening event. And everyone will receive from that, whether you're a participant or you're not. Our world is going to change in the most awesome ways. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you guys. Take a last deep breath. Take a last couple of deep breaths. Be thankful for yourself, for your life, for your world, for your expansion. Even if it feels a little rocky or painful, you are in an expansion. Invite the higher part of you that does know, because she will show you, he will show you the path and will show you how to let it be easy. Yes. All right. I'll see you soon. Bye.